Good evening everyone and welcome to session recap of 25th August 2014. My name is Nenad and today I will gonna show you 5 different setups on these pairs, Euro Dollar Cable, Aussie, then AUD New Zealand and AUD Yen, and those setups could be valid for a lot of pips, so let's see. First, before I begin, as always, our standard risk disclaimer. Online educational materials are developed by Admiral Markets Estonia for a global audience. Therefore, please take into consideration the information in the session may not be suitable for everyone. To get a corresponding information on charting conditions and any other detail, please visit www.admiralmarketsglobal.com, select your country of residence, and contact an appropriate entity. There is disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with Forex market. By accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with me. And final part, Admiral Markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for the information accuracy. The analysis represents the personal opinion of the author, it's me, and in no way it represents the actual suggestion for the trade. These are not MUK's opinions, and the website in the video is not a .co.uk website, but a globalnews.com website. Forex is risky business and this should not be taken as advice. It's a personal opinion only and this webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. With having said that, I'm ready to proceed for all newcomers, and I can see that each week we have new students, new traders, and really a lot of traders who want to trade alongside with my setups, basically Camarilla MACD. So I made up a checklist so you can see what I have in mind. This is important if you want to trade the way I do. So all session recap trades and analysis are done with Camarilla MACD, my proprietary method. So everything which I do, trades, analysis, everything is done solely by price action Camarilla MACD method. You need to give price a breather. That's always what I say. So if I say that a possible setup can happen, let's say around 32.20 on euro dollar, so it doesn't mean that you need to wait for a strict pip touch, 33.20 to the touch. You need to monitor the price or put a pending order, but also usually you can enter within 5 to 10 pips of the predicted level if it's in agreement with your system. So, when I do the analysis and for session recaps, usually those kind of things are done with like predictions sort. But as always, we need to react. So reaction can happen upon 5 to 10 pips of the predicted level. Of course, if it's in agreement with your system. I don't know which kind of system you're trading, which kind of tools you're using for trading. This is purely price action system method, not system. And I personally do not use top of the hour trades. I wait for a strict level to be touched. So let's say that I've been monitoring a price for euro dollar and I've already set my pending order around 32.20, 25. But let's say that price happens to come 32, I don't know, 15. And if I see that 32.15 is rejecting the price, I may come a little bit early with a smaller leverage, smaller risk, then add if the price touches 32.20 or a little bit higher. So we do use a strict stop loss, so everything is set in the stone concerning stop losses. I always use stop loss. I never trade without a stop loss. And so far the results have been pretty positive. You need always to respect your stop loss, and important to know is we take one position, whichever hits first. There is positional trade and there is alternative trade. So we don't take both positions. A quick answer to question, is this your first webinar since your break? Murtaza, you have missed one. Unfortunately, 250 pips webinar I will show. After this slide, I will go through fast recap of the last week, and unfortunately, you could have made in between 1 and 250 pips. So I will show you that later. So we take only one position, whichever hits first. We don't take both positions. Usually, if the trade stops at one or another position, it might give us some pips. But for strict trading purposes, we usually take either a position or alternative. So whichever hits first. Usage of trailing stop is highly recommended. So if you use trailing stop, it's okay, of course. I use it personally, but I trade 25 pairs, and I will give you 5 different setups, and if you happen to use trailing stop, so if you even close your trade with 15, 20, 25, 30 pips, you can make a whole bunch of pips with these setups. And so far, really, we had great weeks behind us, and previous week when I got back from my vacation was also perfect one, really, I need to say. So use trailing stop if, of course, it's in agreement with your trading method and trading plan, risk management. These setups are valid for today, then tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. Of course, pay attention to my Twitter updates, pay attention to Admiral blog, pay attention to Forex Factory and Forex Street, because I also make updates on Admiral Markets, Forex Factory, and the daily analysis on Forex Street. So, but of course, Twitter updates are maybe fastest in that way that let's say that tomorrow, I don't know, euro dollar we have profit in euro dollar trade, but tomorrow I spotted new setup. So usually I will say, okay, now it's time to put your stop loss to break even, or I don't know, manage your trade, take some profit, whatever, or I may come up with a sort of new analysis for one of those pairs which I did today. But usually it won't happen. It happens only sometimes when market is really volatile. Then we need to redesign those setups. Pips pool is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. Okay. So last week, euro dollar plus 15, GBP dollar plus 50, Aussie plus 30, euro AUD plus 55, AUD yen plus 19, and which I forgot to mention, trade of the week was AUD yen. AUD yen was trade of the week, okay? So total of, well, here I will total of, 240 pips, but trade of the week, AUD yen. And as always, the thing which I always do is I will show you now what happened basically last week. Let me just make slight adjustments to my chart. Okay, euro dollar. It was buy position around 32.90. This was the time of our webinar. My suggested position was position buy around 32.90. We had also a sell in mind, but the price really never touched our sell point. So position buy around 32.90, stop loss 25 pips. But the thing, it gave us 2 or 3 good entries and then it dropped down. So if you use the trailing stop 15 pips, I got something in between because I entered a few pips below 32.90. So I got some 15 pips on trailing stop. But this setup, it was basically alternative setup. So primary setup, let's see, primary. I think primary setup was, no, this is from to there. Where was last week? Slide. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I don't have it here. So I need to find it. But I think that our primary setup was to short euro dollar around 33, 35, and our alternative setup was 39. So basically the price hit alternative setup, gave us something around 15 pips, then dropped down, then again jump, and well, basically it dropped down, making a retail gap, which we can see here. This is retail gap, guys. Gaps do exist in Forex market, and these kind of gaps are called retail gaps. I will make special webinar about those gaps, so you need to know the real truth about gaps. Of course, our next trade was sell position, 66.75, stop loss 30 pips, target price 66.20, and the price has hit the level. This was the time of webinar. Yeah, Claudio is saying 33 was, yeah, 33.30 on euro dollar was our primary, then 32.90. Yeah. Yeah, well, 15 pips. It's okay, Claudio. 15 pips, 10 pips, 15, 30 pips. Everything is good as long as we do proper money management and while we are having a good system and good method. So this was a great trade, I need to say. Let me just pause my screen for a second. I would really like to know where I put those last week slides. Unfortunately, it seems I cannot find it at the moment. Give me just a few seconds. I will also try to find it, but I already copy-pasted, so I guess everything is clear with this. 90. Yeah, this is it, guys. Okay. Yeah, this was last week. 66.75 GBP dollar and euro, yes, 33.50 was sell. Sorry, 33.50 was sell. But we had, that was alternative. So for euro dollar buy position was hit, but for GBP sell position was hit, and I already make here copy paste sell position 66.75. What happened is quick question, Faisal, you didn't miss anything. This is recap of last week, so I am still waiting for people to join, so I'm making this a recap of last week as every time I do. So we will start with new recaps in couple of minutes, with new setup, sorry, in couple of minutes. So we are not losing pips now. I will tell you if some of those trades which I have in mind hits during the webinar, but I don't think those will hit. Yeah, Aussie New Zealand is still away from the price, but some 30 pips. We need a drop of 30 pips to buy Aussie New Zealand. So 66.75, 30 pips stop loss. What happened? Price touched this level and then bang, it dropped like a stone. So great trade by Cable. Cable gave us great trade, and I was really happy for this one. Really good one. Then Aussie and Aussie, sorry, it was scalp swing buy, alternative trade, scalp swing buy. Oh, those lights, scalp swing buy. Yes, 90 to 85, 50 pip trading stop. This was it. This was the time of our webinar, and after the webinar, the price did hit the zone. Bang! It went for a maximum 30 pips. Nice one, I need to say, nice one. Then Euro-AUD, again, great trade. Euro-AUD, if you remember last week recap, I was telling you about flat top ascending triangle. And what did I say? I said that this is indeed bullish triangle. But when it happens, when the price is bearish, this is the first swing, this is the second swing, and this was the third swing, okay, to the downside. Now, if you see this kind of triangle, even in downtrend, it can give us nice short trades. And this was the time of our webinar. And what I suggested really went live. Couple of hours after the webinar, the price hit the level, sell around 43.25, sell around 43.25, and then it dropped down. Then second chance trade. So basically, these were all perfect trades. So I was thinking about making Euro-AUD trade of the week, but well, ODN was slightly better. But look at this: one chance for a trade, two, third, fourth chance, fifth. So 5 chances to enter short. I really hope that you are also trading minors and cross currencies, that you don't just trade those major currencies. because mostly on those minor pairs, cross-currency pairs, we had really nice amount of pips. And ODN. Finally, as you remember, I think I was having a live webinar with you last week when I told you that I'm already in the position. Yeah, and the price went down to the entry point again after the webinar, and look at this. This happened. So that was basically ODN 95.70, 95.40, 96.50. Very clear setups, very easy to spot. At least this was the trade which I was hoping for. And what happened? Look at the price. It really hit the target, but also it went almost straight to the upside. After this candle, this is long leg doji. This is indecision, usually candle. Oh no, this is top candle. Indecision is spinning top. So usually this is a stop candle. Okay, buy with a downtrend, and after this, bang. Not downtrend. This, we can classify this as retracement in uptrend, basically. Retracement in uptrend. And we got some nice pips on ODN. So this was the recap for last week. Now what happened last week? As you can see, we made 250 pips for the week. So that was good considering this is August. So 250 pips, as I'm showing you, could have been made with these setups. Let's move on to new setups. Euro dollar, sorry. Position sell around 32.20, stop loss 30 pips, target 31.75, target to 31.50. Alternative trade is scalp swing, magnetic level 31.50, 50 pip trailing stop. So what can we say about euro dollar? Well, euro dollar is in a huge downtrend. You can make those trend lines, whatever, guys, but the thing is, this is very, very clear downtrend. And what I can say about euro dollar, it's not the best currency to trade at the moment because it doesn't have a nice ATR range. It tends to range a lot. Look at this. I am planning to buy once it hits 30, to sell once it hits 32.20. I'm not selling here. You need to know. I never sell into support and I never buy into resistance. If you want to sell into support and buy into resistance, then you need to make breakout trades. But there are three ways to trade breakout. So we are not talking about any breakout trades here. I'm posting on recaps only counter trend, usually alternative trades, which can give us nice scalp swings, and trend trades, which are usually positional trades. Gap Murtaza, this is very interesting about this gap. If we make a trend line here, horizontal trend line, we can see that technically this gap still hasn't been closed. We still have a couple of pips to close the gap. But these traders here, sellers, which came in around these levels, maybe think that the gap is closed. Because you can see, by analyzing price candles, you can see that these wicks represent historical buyers and sellers. Camarilla MACD is based about historical buyers and sellers and near-term buyers and sellers. So in this example about this gap, I still hope that the price will indeed close it. But look at this kind of stuff. So these traders think here that this gap has been closed if they take this wick into consideration. But technically speaking, there is the gap. So this is the gap, not this, but look at this. If you make a trend line here at this level, it's very close. Even at this level, this is very interesting thing now to happen. This isn't the breakaway gap. But, you know, as in this example, I don't think it will in the first thrust close this gap. There are a ton of sellers here, near-term sellers. As we can see, all day long, it was selling into mini rallies all day long, okay? So I'm thinking that these levels here, week, look those 3 weeks, guys. Those are maybe more important than this empty space here, okay? So I'm still thinking that the price will indeed touch 32.20, 25, okay? And then I don't know what will happen. I'm thinking this way. I already have my pending order activated if it happens. So my take on this is I would like to go short, but after these weeks have been sold into, not this gap. Look, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. So this zone is protected. This is very clear. So while still technically speaking, euro dollar might close a gap here. Technically, common sense. My logic is telling me that there are really ton of fresh sellers here. So I'm thinking that still this can be done by shorting into 32.20. Still, we have 32.50. It's only 30 pips stop loss. So technically, if gap indeed close, we will still be in a profit once the trade reverses from this and goes down. But look at this. Now this is important. 32 is really hard to break. Look how strong, 32.20. So weekly chart, what does it tell you, a weekly chart, guys? Look. So once this level becomes a great resistance, we will go down to this level, this zone. First this, then this. But let's don't talk about future now. We are talking about present. We are interested in everyday trading, not what will happen in, I don't know, 1 month or 2 months. So technically speaking, I'm looking to short there. Now, what about GBP? Okay, I can remove those slides now, old ones, and talk about new ones. GBP, well, almost the same thing as it was last week, but only 65.40 is now buy scalp trade. I will be looking to sell around 66.60 with 30 pips stop loss, targeting 66.10 at GBP dollar. Why would I do that? Is because of this. If you're watching at the price, look at this. Again, this kind of gap was closed. Now we are having a double, triple top. But still, you know, look at these levels. Selling, 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 all the way here. So I'm not sure that we can have a 5th time selling from this region. And I don't want to risk. It was already sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times out of this zone. It was sold 5 times, guys. Look. I don't want to risk to sell it there. I want to sell it higher. So I will be waiting for a more of a pullback to sell it. Now, if you make a Fibonacci retracement from this point to this point, okay? Now, tell me, guys, do you see some nice retracement to this region here? Look at this. Look. This was indeed a sort of triangle. It was a steep triangle. But yet again, it was a sort of consolidation triangle. It was steep. But look at this, how important this is. Wick, but if you remove this wick here, if you cut that wick, what will you get? Look at this. Huh? What do you say? You need to spot this. Everything. Chart speaks for itself. Everything is clear with those kind of charts. Again, if you remove this wick from here, because this was obviously false breakout, so-called fake out, you have a sort of flat top, again, flat top ascending triangle if you remove this wick. If you don't remove it, you have a sort of steep triangle. But look how this level is important. Now, this is 66.50. We can short it from here, but I'm still hoping for some small breakout of this level to short it even at better price. So 66.60 in between 88.6, 78.6 and this blue line here. So I would be waiting, and I'm waiting for that kind of a pullback. Now, if we let's say that we are waiting for some GBP dollar news. If those news happen, I didn't check Forex Factory calendar and Admiral Markets calendar, neither one of calendars I haven't checked. But if we have GBP dollar news, that news could help us to short at better price. So it's about patience. It's about we never rush into trade. We always need to wait for a proper setup because we are traders, we are not gamblers. And usually those setups will happen. Okay? So about GBP dollar, this is what I'm currently looking for. I don't want to short it because already we see that price has already been shorted into 5 times before. So next time it might be a breakout. So I'm hoping to short it around this region. 66, 66, 50, 60. So the only way I would buy in is if the price indeed retraces to 65.40 with 15 pip trailing stop. But the thing is, we need to wait, guys. We need to wait for that because obviously pound is a little bit stronger than euro dollar in terms of ATR, in terms of versus dollar. So 60, well, this is obvious that this level now is protected. This is very obvious. Why? Because the price, look at this, has closed above, has closed and then jumped up. So 65.40, if the price touches this region first, before touching this region, I would be looking to buy it, okay? So again, it's all about making valid trades, logical trades, and not rushing into trades. And always use stop loss. Without a stop loss, you are not a real trader. Believe me, you need to use stop loss, always and forever. And now, what is Aussie saying to us? I'm a better fan for Aussie New Zealand and especially Aussie New Zealand. I'm waiting for that one. But let's say Aussie, standard Aussie dollar pair. 93.35, not so, look at this. This is a bit of range now. It's a bit of range, okay? So I'll be looking to sell into 93.35. I'm waiting for that price zone to get into. So this is a sort of range. But yet again, range is good in its own sense. Not to trade range because it's a little bit hard. But in its own sense, now look at this. If you see this kind of range, it's usually that those double tops and double bottoms are protected. So I think that if the price indeed reaches to this kind of zone, we are ready, we can sell it. So 93.30.35 is zone where we can start shorting it, of course. Positional buy only if it touches 92.60, 92.60, positional buy trade, but if it touches that level. Again, a breakout of that level has already happened. So when you see historical price action, you know that if this level was a breakout level, which indeed it was, look at this. This was breakout level. Now, what do you think, guys? Is this level protected? Because this was breakout level? Yeah, it should be protected. So I'm hoping that the price will touch this level and go up again. So I'm looking to buy it from that region. So whichever hits first, okay? So I'm patient enough. I won't rush into trades. If I get a setup, great. If I don't get set up, well, there are a lot of setups, okay? Now, what about Aussie New Zealand? Personally, I would like this trade to happen because it can be a good trade. We only need 30 pips of a pullback. It's not much for this kind of pair, especially if we trade it if we have a pending, I think I will leave pending also in Asia. So 111.05, let me mark this for you. 111.05, and I will tell you why 111.05. Look at this. Now we talk about AUD. This was breakout level, Aussie, right? Breakout level. Now this is breakout level, guys. Look, this is very clear. So kind of a retest trade, right? So we are basically in PPT's euro AUD. Sorry, no. Yeah, sorry. I will. You know, when I scan through 25 pairs, sometimes I make mistakes, but thanks for correcting me. So Aussie, New Zealand, I'm talking about that pair. Look at this. So breakout level. And then we need to wait for the price to touch. This level is protected. I am almost, I cannot say nothing is 100%. But if the price is going to pull back in some of those trading sessions, I don't know, Asia session, tomorrow for London session, I think that traders know that this level needs to be protected. Look at the breakouts, guys. This is, look, what do you think really that this level is not protected? Breakout to the downside, then sort of retest, then bang, daily chart. Breakout to the upside. Now, what is logical to happen? Most logic thing is to buy here. So this is my personal favorite. So now I don't know if it will really respect my analysis, but I would be looking. I have pending orders set, so I'm waiting. Okay. So let's see. And ODN 96.05, 96.05. Well, this is clear, guys. This is clear uptrend. Okay. Now we are having a sort of trend line break, but guys, you need to distinguish reversal and retracement. You watch daily chart. Look at this. This is obvious, very obvious. This is uptrend. Sorry. Let's see, Aussie. Again, yeah, these are kind of my mistakes. Target price for this one. Yeah, again, this was another slide. So Aussie yen. Sorry, I will just move to AUD New Zealand. First target is this zone. Let's say this 1.115860. So this is, again, if this is indeed a strong uptrend, this level will be tested again because we are having a deeper pullback. So TP is 1.60, first TP. And if it breaks, which it could break, now let's move to 4 hour. Now we don't see anything here. Yeah, this is very clear. This will be, look at this, weak. So next level is 111.90. So let's say 111.85. This is it for AUD New Zealand. Okay? Very, very clear for me at least. I would like really this to be a great trade. Nice pullback, then possible retest. If it breaks through, then we can hope for that next zone to be touched. Okay? ODN is 96.05 buy. So distinguish from retracement and reversal. I cannot say this is reversal because you see daily is strong. So this isn't reversal. This is still retracement. But guys, this is the level we should be paying attention to. 96.50 is strong level. Now, pay attention. I don't say, yeah, New Zealand, probably New Zealand news tonight. But this level, this can be also a nice scalp trade. But for me, in my opinion, it's this trend line is broken. So I don't think the price will stop here. Now, it might go up from this level, 96.50. If you watch daily, look at this. So it looks like a sort of retest, right? But one thing which bothers me with ODN, only this possible entry. I was thinking also about placing entry at 96.50, but I'm not sure that kind of trade can be profitable. So what I'm waiting is a deeper pullback. Now the logic behind my trade is okay, this is trend line, and this trend line hasn't been rejected. It was a nice attempt of rejection here, and what happened is bang, the price is trying to reach this level. So if this level is tested, I think it might go down by a bit more. So I will be waiting for a pullback. So even I particularly, I think I won't care about the news today, because look at this kind of a pullback. So if it comes for 97.0203, where was the high? 97.11 to 96.05, which is my entry, pending order. Well, it's 100 pip of a pullback. So at least it might give me a nice profits initially. So I will be paying attention to that. Let me check, guys, of course. Let me pause the screen for a brief moment, and then I will open Forex Factory calendar. Yes, trade balance. Well, Darshan is saying, okay, let me see, Darshan, for New Zealand. Could you kind of discuss New Zealand as news are due? New Zealand dollar, I will discuss it. But also pay attention to AUD New Zealand. This is connected pair. So because it has New Zealand in it, okay? So AUD New Zealand also refers to New Zealand news. So now I don't know what will happen, but I have my pending order. It's 30 pips stop loss. The risk is not big, so I will be waiting for this kind of news. So I would be, as I told you, I'm waiting this level. ODN, yes, we have trend line break, and possibly this pair could be affected, but at least I would like to see a retracement to this region. Now, if you make a Fibonacci from this point to this point, you can see that basically 96.05 is indeed very close to 78.6. It's not that close. But look at this. This is 78.6, but look at these wicks. Then rejections of 96.05. Even though if it retraces to 78.6, still stop loss wouldn't be hit. So I'm thinking that this trade could be also a good one, but I won't be buying here, although it might jump also from this region. Now, a question about New Zealand dollar. Yeah, I will show you. And Darshan, again, referring euro, considering how it's hovering around maximum 3210 since sun gap down open, is it not suggesting a further massive crack lower? Yeah. Indeed, Darshan, you're right about that. It does indeed suggest a massive crack lower. But, Darshan, pay attention. What day is today? What date is today? Is 25th of August. Now, what do you think? Would there be maybe short profit taking? Guys, this gap might be caused by closing of possible longs position, because you know when you make a long order, it means automatic sell. If there was a mass close of long orders, that could have brought this price here. So they might be thinking about closing of short positions. closing the short positions, guys. So it's still, look at this, 25th of August. 25th of August, what does it? It gives you insinuations that maybe there will be profit taking. If short profit taking gets into place, bang, it will go down. But that is why I made this level. This level should be protected. Initially, it might be a bounce of this level to test this 31.75 again. That was why I didn't make so big target to the downside, Darshan. I use my logic also when I trade. End of August, new month is coming, volatility should raise, and possibly short taking profit. So, okay, that is why, because, yeah, I will show you at the end, guys, don't worry. Just to describe why I didn't, to tell you why I didn't make a big target to the downside. I don't say it might not happen, because, you know, Forex is, you never know what can happen, right? 100% of time. But the thing is, this level is protected. I'm counting on retracement and then to the downside. But still, just because it's 25th of August, my logic is telling me don't make so big targets. So I'm still waiting. Okay? 96.50 ODN was the breakout. 96.50. Look at this. 96.50. Yeah, it is protected on daily chart. It is protected, yes. But I'm not sure that I can tell you that 96.50 can give you some scalps probably. But guys, trend line is broken. And this, look how many pips is. It's only 25 pips of a pullback below this trend line. So the biggest importance in this case for me has this trend line, because this trend line is, look how strong it was. Once, okay, this was second touch, then the third touch, then the fourth touch, and finally it's broken. Now 25 pips of a pullback, it's not that big. It can jump off this level because look, it's a form of retest of on daily. But for me, I am not so relaxed if I would place. I would not be so relaxed if I would place my trade here. Okay. So still, in my opinion, this it's better to short. It's better to go long around 96.05 if it happens. For me, it's safer trade than 96.50. I don't say it might not go up, but still I would like to see it lower. Show ODN screen. Yeah, show the ODN slide. I will be showing slides. I will be showing ODN slides, stop loss. What are the requirements for Fibonacci? Oh, please, guys, for Fibonacci requirements, refer to my webinar about how to properly draw Fibonacci levels. Me and Chris already had that kind of webinar. But if you're interested in Fibonacci webinars, we can make it again for you. So, no problem for me. If you don't know how to, I know that there are many new traders and they just do not know how to draw. So because of that, I'm still thinking about making additional webinars about Fibonacci, how to draw it, what what you shouldn't avoid when using Fibonacci, and so on. What was the date about Fibonacci? Oh, I think it was last year, 2013. I'm having 3 webinars per week with Admiral Marquez, so I just cannot remember the date. But I think it was last year. But if you're interested, guys, I will be making next month, or okay, in October, because September is scheduled fully, I can make a new webinar about Fibonacci. So I think that you could always learn. So yeah, okay. On Admiral website, yeah, I will be doing that webinar for October. I will write it down. So again, Fibonacci, how to draw it, and so on. So now concentrate on these setups. I will be making through these slides. If you have any questions, now it's time to ask me again. And then, of course, I will be calling it a day, and we need to wait for these setups. Do webinar about top-down analysis, how to trade intraday charts with higher time frame trends. Yeah, I could do that also to show you how to trade with higher time, multiple time frame analysis. Yeah. Okay, October, so Fibonacci multiple time frame, but yeah, why not? Euro dollar, cable. Then Aussie. Then Aussie New Zealand, AUD New Zealand. These are proper targets. So New Zealand will affect AUD New Zealand today, New Zealand news. So again, we are gonna have to wait, guys. Use small risk. My risk is 0.3 to 0.5 on a single trade. Really, it's a small risk. I don't know how big your risk is, but the primary goal in forex trading is to protect your account, then to make your profits. Because if you cannot make any profits if your account is empty. Okay, so AUD, Japanese yen, 96.05. You can try 96.50 scalps, but I'm not sure that can be profitable. Are there other webinars by using Heikin Ashi? Yeah, I have in mind that. So I will be making also Heikin Ashi. Heikin Ashi. Yeah. What is a Twitter? My Twitter name. Yeah, my Twitter name is simple. Twitter name is everything is the same. Tarantula FX. It's my Twitter. So you just can follow me on Twitter. It's good. Twitter is okay. Because when I make new analysis, I always publish it on Forex Factory, Admiral Markets, and Forex Street, and Worldwide Investment. And then I make Twitter updates that I have that my analysis has been posted. So guys, follow all those blogs and Twitter updates. And finally, yeah, we are. Now we can call it a day if you don't have any questions to ask me. This is clear, this is strict. I hope that this week we will also have great pips as we had couple of years, well, last year, sorry. So guys, thank you for your support, thank you for all of those questions. Can you come again on the blogs to follow you on? Very simple, guys. Blogs. Admiral Markets blog. I need to post the screen just to show you this. So, guys, always the same. Nothing has changed because everything is perfect. So, this is the blog. Admiral Markets blog, then Forex Factory. My thread is called Spiders Den on Forex Factory. I've been using Forex Factory for more than 4 years. So actually, I've been really one of most, how can I say, first top 20 traders on Forex Factory. So I always make posts also on Forex Factory, Admiral Markets blog, Worldwide Investment, and Forex Street. Now let me show you that, sorry, just one quick Forex Street. This is Forex Street. Also Forex Street analysis and webinars also with Forex Street. Okay, thank you guys. My email, if you're interested in suggestions, questions, whatever, tarantulafx@gmail.com, my email. Okay, so guys, this is all which I had for you today. Thank you also for attending, and we will see how it will go. But as always, trade safe. I wish you very good evening, and I will talk with you also very, very soon in 2 days. So thank you again, and talk to you soon. Cheers and bye for just 2 days.